As I was making the thumbnail for the previous video, I realized there was a big problem with the 3D dynamic clothes, whereby if you moved the chest, the clothes would not follow. Now, I've tried many different solutions. I recorded the video at like 3 AM last night, and I've been working till now to try to solve it. Now, I kept that video up because as long as you don't move the chest, and this is one of the attempts at fixing it, and it failed, obviously. If your chest doesn't move, the previous video will work fine, because that also reduces a lot of lag. This new solution has a lot of lag to it, and you will need a beefy computer to run it. I'm on my laptop, so it does lag quite a lot for me, but you just have to bear with me for this tutorial. If that's what you're looking for, stay tuned. What's up, Survivalists? It's Che from Team W&J here, and to combat the issue that we had with the chest, with the clothes not following the chest, rather, we're going to set the entire jacket to be cloth instead of just the bottom part. And here's how we do it. So first, what I'm going to do is import the jacket rig, import the FMR rig, put on the skin, and shave off all the extra pixels. I've already done this in the previous video, so you can go back and watch that if you need to. Cool, so now you do not want to select the bottom parts and then hit split. Instead, you want to hit the point selection mode, hit U and L on your keyboard to bring up loop selection, and start selecting all the edges. Once you have all the points selected, we're going to check this box that says stop at boundary edges. And we're going to hold Control and start deselecting all the parts that we want to have dynamic physics. Alternatively, you can press 9 on your keyboard, again hold Control and start dragging across. Cool, so now you should have the top part selected and the bottom part not selected. We're going to do some optimization here because we don't need every single point to be selected. So take this face for example. We don't need all the inside ones to be selected, so we're going to hold down Control and start deselecting all the ones on the inside. Cool, now you're done with this, so just leave it here for now and we'll move on to our guy. Move over to the Layers tab and unlock the body. Hit E on your keyboard to use the Move tool, select the shoulders and move it aside, hold down Shift to make sure they snap. Also move the head up. Select the body and then enter Point Selection tool again. You're going to hit Control A on your keyboard, which will select everything. Hit 9 on your keyboard to bring up Live Selection. Hold down Control and start deselecting all the parts that you don't need. So what are the parts that you don't need? It's all the parts that don't have clothing on them. So say example, this chest bit up front. Don't forget that the bottom part of this also is selected, so we're going to use the rectangle selection tool and we're just going to hold down Control and draw a box around the bottom, which will deselect everything down there. You're going to again do the same thing with the optimization by deselecting all the points that you don't need. Don't forget to do the top as well. Cool, now we're going to go back into model mode and hit E again to bring up the move tool. Now select the main jacket rig and go into coord and type in 1.1 for the size of each dimension. Now hit the drop down for the FMR rig and hit the drop down for mesh. Select mesh body, mesh leg R, and mesh leg L. Right click, go to simulation tags, and go to cloth collider. That's that. Now we can minimize this for now, select the jacket rig, and now we can move it back into position. We can also move all the other body parts back into position. Select the jacket mesh and right click. We're going to go down to simulation tags and hit cloth. Down here in the iterations, we're going to set this to 6, bounce to 0, friction to 0. Go to the expert tab and change subsampling to 12. Right click on jacket mesh once again and hit simulation tags cloth belt. Open up the FMR 5.0. Select mesh body and drag this into the belt on area and hit set. You should see yellow dots appear around your guy now. We're going to test if this works by hitting the play button. And you should see that they are dynamic physics on the cloth now. I'm just going to make him do a quick animation so we can run through and see if this actually works. We're going to set a keyframe for his hip here and a keyframe on frame 20. Just making him do a small rotation backwards like so. And once we hit play, voila, it works. Great. Now to finish up, make sure we remember to lock up the FMR mesh. So that's down here in the layers, hit this lock. We're gonna go back into the jacket rig, and the whole point of this video is to make it 3D. So remember, disable editing mode. And now you go, 3D. You can once again play it, just to make sure it works. Now, if you see this baggage over here, it's pretty baggy. You could try something like unselecting all these bottom rows or reselecting the entire back, but that's completely up to you. This system is very modular. You can kind of do anything you want with it. But there we go. We finally figured out how to get 3D dynamic cloth that works on a Minecraft rig in Cinema 4D. Thanks for watching. If you want to see more content like this, please make sure you like and subscribe, and leave any comments for suggestions of videos you want to see in the future. Cheers!